Emphatic victory for your side today. How important was it for you to bounce back from that midweek defeat?
We were very poor on Tuesday night, but we didn't change anything really. It was just the fact Tuesday, 8 or 9 players didn't perform, and obviously we didn't perform as a unit. And we emphasised that today was a great opportunity to have a response, and I think the response was emphatic. But we played some fantastic football after the first sort of 5-10 minutes, where I think we looked a little nervous, which is understandable after Tuesday. And it showed what a good side we are, and we have to learn the lesson. We're not going to win every game this season, and we're being very careful of what we're looking to achieve this season. And it was a fantastic performance, and it is that lesson now that we realise that if we don't turn up, if we don't do what we're told to do, as we didn't on Tuesday, we get beat. But if we perform half decent, we can be a match for anybody. And I thought 4-0 was not flattering at all, and it could have been many more.
Would you agree with the assessment that it was a clinical performance from your side, given that most of the chances didn't really come about until sort of like the last, say, 10 minutes?
Well, no, we're 4-0 up with 10 minutes to go, so no, I wouldn't agree with that at all. I felt that it was a slow start to the game. It was very difficult conditions. It was a wind that was all over the place, and I thought we deserved to be up at half time, and we've missed a couple of great chances as well to be further up at half time. And a key goal at the start of the second half to make it 3-0. That knocks the stuffing out of Weston. And after that, I thought our discipline and the way that we passed the ball in difficult conditions was excellent. And if anything, it shows more about what a poor performance it was on Tuesday, where we just looked lethargic and we didn't stick to the game plan at all, and people didn't play well. But you look for a response. We look to put that finally now, as I'm saying it now, in a box from Tuesday night. But we know that we've got to really step up again for a very physical match on Tuesday night. They're a huge side. I watched them last weekend. A very difficult place to go at Maidenhead, and we know we will have to again focus and be strong and move on then.
With such a fantastic performance, do you have one eye on the playoffs at the moment, or is that something you're not really looking at right now?
No, I mean it is an easy cliche, but we've just exited administration. We've got a very small squad, and I think the only disappointment of today, I thought Phil Page started very well for half an hour, and he's almost certainly out for a few weeks. So that's the disappointment of the day, and we are very threadbare in that area. So it's a game at a time, and I think we've been very lucky in the last couple of years. We've put on some really good football, and we've had some good results, but we are massively overachieving, and there will be days where we don't perform well and things don't go well. And we'll see where we are come Christmas time. Obviously as a manager, I want us to win as many games as possible and threaten playoffs. But it hurt the criticism we got on Tuesday. A couple of people came up to me and were quite aggressive. They felt we should be looking for promotion, and it hurt. And it said we played badly, and it hurt me. And the players were very poor. We didn't really change anything today. We just said, right, let's show that was a one-off. It happens to everybody, and we've shown that today. So one game at a time. I think the league is a strong league. It always is this level, but with the exception of one or two with huge budgets who we certainly aren't competing with, who knows where it can take you. And I said it to the players a few weeks ago, this season now is this middle part of the season is, do we want to be fighting towards the top end of the table or fighting the relegation end? And with our budget, we've no rights to be fighting for anywhere near the top end of the table. But this dressing room is fantastic, and they proved it yet again today, and we played some great football, and we'll continue to try and pass the ball, and we'll work very hard, and we will have the odd bad day, but hopefully, like today, there will be plenty of good days, and we'll see where it takes us.
And finally, I just want to mention the performance of Taffy and Bennett. What did you make of them two? I thought they were outstanding in their contributions to the way the side played today.
Well, Dave Tarpey has been unfortunate. He's scored for fun pre-season, and since the season started, or certainly after the first day, he just never looks like scoring. But the thing with Tarps is he's worked so hard, and we've put him in a couple of times, and we've just said the only thing missing is the goals. And today's done it, and I think it's unbelievable. He hasn't got a hat-trick. I mean, we've been so close at the end there to getting a hat-trick. I thought he was outstanding. I'm delighted for him because he does work so hard. Dan is struggling for form. He's got to work harder. He knows that. He's only scored once this season. An immensely talented player that we all want to do well. But he's got to realise that this is a team game, and he's got to work harder for us. He's got that ability, and it is frustrating. But he came on and he showed 6 or 7 absolute, quality moments. But he's got to realise that when things don't go well, he's got to work really, really hard. And if he can get that into his game, that lad can really push on, and not just in this league, higher. but it's about that discipline, and I thought the team today generally showed a lot of discipline. We made sure we got a clean sheet, and we kept on our shape. Everything that we didn't do on Tuesday, we did today. But I'm delighted because I thought the back four was superb. I thought the middle three, and I've got to mention young Harry, who's come in from Leyton Orient. You know, after the first 10-15 minutes, I thought that was an outstanding debut. But Scott Donnelly today, fantastic. Lade's back to it. The whole team, everything we weren't on Tuesday, we were today. Now, we obviously strive for consistency, and it's difficult and when you get injuries and knocks as we've had. And you've also got to remember too, I had my back four back today, and that's a massive impact. You know, it was very difficult those last two games. We got away with it against Chelmsford, we didn't against Bath. So, you know, I'm delighted with the response. I'm generally pleased with where we sit in the table, but and I'm very much pleased with Dave Tarpey because he's worked so hard and he's deserved some goals. And as I said, I'm just disappointed he didn't get a hat-trick.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for that, Spencer. Congratulations and all the best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks a lot.